wronged another human being, then it's more dangerous. Then people are now waiting for the day of judgment. They are the ones who'd like to see you more in hellfire than anyone else. Oh Allah, this man got away with murder here in this world. Catch him, punish him, destroy him, do this to him, do that to him. It's not good to make these du'as, but they come from a point of oppression where people have been wronged and justice is just not coming to them. So what else are they left with? They're left with calling out to Allah. Oh Allah. And that's why the hadith says, اتَّقِ دَعْوَةَ الْمَظْلُومِ فَإِنَّهُ لَيْسَ بَيْنَهَا وَبَيْنَ اللَّهِ حِجَابٍ. Be careful of the dua made against you by the one whom you have wronged, because there is no barrier between that dua and Allah. It's hitting you. Not today, after 5 years. When you see disaster, you might have made tawbah for everything else, but there is something outstanding between you and one who is not the most forgiving, most merciful. He is a human being. You better go to him and say, you know what, I'm sorry. Whatever I've done, please forgive me. It's good to say that sometimes. Put your pride, your tail between your legs, as they say. Put your pride aside. Seek people's forgiveness. Forgive me. I wronged you. I said something about you. I did something. I stole from you. I did. The other day I was seeing a post, a very interesting post, where a grocer in Turkey received an envelope with 500 lira in it, and there was a note there saying, when I was young, my friend and I used to take chocolates and cookies and a few other things from your shop without permission. Look how he's saying it. I've now grown old. I feel guilty. I'm paying for this. Subhanallah. Please forgive us. Imagine. The guy must have grown older. He's a businessman. Every time he passes the shop, he must be thinking, shucks, when I was young, I used to pinch from this guy. How do I go up to him and tell him, hey, you know what? The guy who owns half the buildings in the cities used to steal cookies from you. So he decided, let me put whatever excess amount in an envelope, put it in there with the note, seek forgiveness. Wallahi, kudos to that man. May Allah grant him good news. That requires a lot of goodness. Imagine going back to an uncle saying, you know what? I used to take first pops. You know what a first pop is, by the way? Without permission from the tuck shop. Subhanallah, years later. But that's because we fear the justice when it comes to having done something against another human, more than anything else. They may not forgive you. That's why when it's between you and another human, Allah Almighty will say the two of you sort it out. Or you get good deeds of yours given to him, or bad deeds of his coming to you, and you're in trouble. May Allah Almighty help us. This world is very short. Trust me, it is so short. It is not worth what it seems like it is. Allah calls it a deception. And Allah says, don't be deceived by this world. Allah says, don't be deceived by the devil. May Allah Almighty grant us goodness.